Morning everybody. I'm going to do a little poem and a story today about a very inspirational lady who lived over 270 years ago. But her story is very important today still, because her story is about how to stop the spread of germs and disease and keep ourselves nice and clean. Are you ready? And if I stop a little bit in the story, I want you to join in and help me. Are you ready? We're going to call a lady was called Kitty Wilko. This is the story of Kitty Wilko, called the Saint of the Slums. Now, she lived a long time ago. She inspired lots of people. So listen to her story, all you children, dads and mums. This is the story of Kitty Wilko, the washerwoman who came from Ireland to Liverpool, and she became famous for helping people and making it really cool. Now, when I do that bit of the story, let's see if you can join in from the other end. She is the story of Kitty Wilko, the washerwoman who came from Ireland to the pool. That's what we're going to call Liverpool in our story. Are you ready? Kitty lived in Denison Street in Liverpool, close to where Costco warehouse is today. So if you go and buy your toilet rolls, look to the right and you will see where she came to stay. Now, Kitty's mum needed looking after because she'd become quite ill. So this meant Kitty had to go to a place called Caton in Lancashire and work in a cotton mill. Now, Kitty is only 11 years old and she'd moved from Ireland to the pool. She'd not yet become famous for helping people, which really is quite cool. Kitty works in that mill 12 hours a day and she shares a room with her mates. Do you think they had a laugh and a giggle, even though they got in very late? I bet they did. When Kitty comes back to Liverpool, she takes care of her mum. She makes sure she gives her hugs and kisses whenever she can. Now, Kitty gets a job in Liverpool as a maid. She washes, she cooks and she cleans, and this is how she spends her days. Shall I show you what a maid would have looked like? Can you see there? There she is in her uniform. She probably would have had a hat on that looks like what I'm wearing today. So there you can see what Kitty would have worn. Let's see what Kitty does next. Now, how do you spend time with your mates? Cinema, phone or games, which I bet you think is great. Well, Kitty Wilko, the girl who went from Ireland to the pool, she had none of these things. So her and her friends used to go to church, which they thought was really cool. But Kitty's mum is still unwell, so Kitty has an idea to help her, and local children too. She opens up a school in a room with slate boards, pencils and an old school bell. Shall I show you what a slate board is? There's a slate board and there's a pencil, what they would have used in school. No computers, nothing like that. They would have just rubbed the board out when they'd finished and start again. But isn't Kitty kind, helping people like this? She teaches the children to read, write and sew, and her mum sits in the corner of the school, and the children think that this lady, Kitty Wilko, who come from Ireland to the pool, but she's not famous yet, really is quite cool. Now, Kitty is a young lady now, and she falls in love with a young man. And this man is a sailor from France, and he's called Manuel. They get married and they have one boy, but now it's really sad because Kitty's husband is lost at sea, just as he's becoming one more time a dad. But this girl who moved from Ireland to the pool, who became famous for helping people and making it really cool. She takes on some terrible jobs just so her family could eat, even picking up horses' poo as it dropped by her feet, Pooh. Now Kitty works hard the next few years, and she helps people where she can. From a friend who's gone blind and had lived in a warehouse, to 4 children who'd lost their dad and their mum. Kitty meets and marries an old friend, Tom Wilkinson, but in this story we'll call him Tom Wilko from the pool. And he helps Kitty to support people who are poor, which is really cool. Now she's Kitty Wilko, who moved from Ireland to the pool. But lots of other people moved to Liverpool too, because they thought it was really cool. But they were squashed in tiny houses with family of maybe more than 8 or 9. And you know, the streets outside were all dirty and full of grime. They had one tap for water in the middle of the street. "Quick, grab a bucket," someone would shout, "or it will go all over your feet." The water was cold and there wasn't much to be had, and people were becoming very ill and very sad. Now Kitty Wilko, that girl who moved from Ireland to the pool, she and her husband Tom Wilko done something that was really cool. They put in their house a boiler that makes the water hot. They showed people how to keep themselves and their clothes clean and how to make the illness stop. People stopped being ill so quick when they knew what to do. And the people in the town hall said, "Oh, how clever are those Wilkos? We didn't have a clue." And then in 1846, Queen Victoria came to the pool. She presented Kitty with a silver tea set and said, "This is for helping people and making it really cool." Shall I show you? Here is Kitty tea set, presented by Queen Victoria and the ladies of Liverpool. Isn't that lovely? Shall we see what Kitty does next? The same year, the people in the town hall had an idea, and they said, "Tom and Kitty Wilko, will you open a new public washhouse in a street called Upper Fred? People could wash and keep themselves clean, and it will stop the spread of sickness and disease." And soon public washhouses began to open in Liverpool more and more, and people could wash themselves and their clothes, even though they were very poor. And that is the story of how Kitty Wilko came from Ireland to the pool, and how she made helping people become really cool. Now if you come to Liverpool and you go to the Anglican Cathedral, you will see Kitty's window and grave. You will see how she's called the Saint of the Slums and learn her proper name, Catherine Kitty Wilkinson. Now my name is Marie Darwin and I come from the pool, and I've wrote this little poem to tell you that helping people is really cool. So you see how Kitty's story is important today while this horrible virus is going round, and we all need to keep ourselves, our bodies and our clothes and our hands and everything clean. And that's what Kitty taught the people of Liverpool a long time ago. If you wash your hands properly, make it nice and hot, the water, and you will keep yourselves clean, and hopefully we will stop the spread of this horrible disease. Bye everybody, bye.